evening, ladies and gentlemen. I, Ashwini Dharkar, welcomes you to Jhulelal Institute of Technology, a leading engineering college in central India, recently awarded the prestigious A+ grade by NAAC. NAAC gives utmost importance to quality and self-evaluation. Proud to say, we have a culture of work and self-evaluation in JIT. We take continuous efforts for excellence. To continue this legacy, Department of Applied Science and Humanities, in association with National Assessment and Accreditation Council, has organized hybrid workshop on comprehending quality aspects in NAAC accreditation process. This 7 days workshop is organized in hybrid mode, that is, online and offline both with a reason. The reason is sweet and simple. We want to express our gratitude towards NAAC for giving us opportunity to organize this event. Further, we want Dr. Devendra Kaude sir on our premises. His presence really matters to us. NEP, that is New Education Policy, speaks about holistic development of students. It gives a base of spirituality to education, that is value-based education. Traditional knowledge of India is valuable resource for mental and physical health and well-being. Bhagavad Gita can be a source of inspiration. What can be more appropriate to gift a piece of traditional knowledge, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, to honorable chief guest as a token of love and appreciation. For this purpose, I ask Ms. Nikita Chelani to come forward.
For that, I request all the dignitaries to come over to light the lamp to mark the start of the program. Yes.
Hare Krishna, and good morning, one and all present here. I, Nikita Chelani, welcome you in this valedictory program. I am honored to be speak on Srimad Bhagavad Gita. As we all know, open any page of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, you will get the answer. First thing to know is, let's remove the religious aspect from Srimad Bhagavad Gita totally. Because Srimad Bhagavad Gita is not a religious book. It is a book which gives us the way to live. And the setting for Bhagavad Gita is in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, the Mahabharata, when Arjuna confessed, then Krishna becomes his mentor and gave him guidance in a way that he can now start doing what he means to write. Every person is going to have a confusion that what to do or not to do, what to be or what not to be. That's exactly how the Gita begins. It begins with confusions. It begins with a lack of meaning. and then Krishna guides Arjuna and empowers Arjun to make his own choice. As Krishna acts as a facilitator to Arjun, same is the role of teachers, educational institute, educational auditing bodies to facilitate the learning across the all stakeholders. I will take a small example from the second chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which talks about the summer and the winter season. यमहीना व्यथयन्ति यते पुरुषमपुरुषर्षभः समदुःख सुखमधीरं सः अमृततत्त्वे कल्यपते. This particular text says that the summer and the winter season keeps coming and going every year. That is, seasons changed. And just because season changed, we never stop performing our duties. Let's see, for an example, at Chicago, we have minus 27 degrees Celsius. People don't stop, they are working still, they are doing. Let's say it's our example in Nagpur, we are around 40 to 45 degrees Celsius, but we are not stopped, we are still going on for our duties. With some few adjustments, obviously. So, this text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, this chapter 2, tells us that we have to learn to tolerate the ups and downs and not being distracted from what our main purpose. Here, NAAC, being an agency whose motive is to provide a high quality teaching, learning with the state of our infrastructure, which help in the overall development of our education institute. Thus, we see NAAC as our facilitator in this Kurukshetra of modern education system. I request Sri Pramod Pampatwaji to present an invaluable source of knowledge, a copy of Srimad Bhagavad Gita as a token of love and affection.
Thank you, Nikita. I request Dr. Indrani Das Sharma, coordinator of the program, to give a brief summary of 1 week program.
Very good morning, all of you. Honorable Dr. Devendra Kaude sir, Shri Pramod Pampatwar sir, Pavle sir, Maulik sir, and all the HODs present over here, dear faculty members, and the various delegates that have joined us, those have joined us over the YouTube and WebEx platform. I welcome all of you to this valedictory program. This is this online workshop on comprehending quality aspects in NAAC accreditation process. It started on 3rd May and today we are having its concluding program. This program has received financial assistance from NAAC, Bangalore, and this workshop has been organized with an objective to understand the quality aspects in this 7 criteria which is present in the NAAC. This was basically devised to instill in the young faculty members the quality aspects pertaining to the various criteria which is there in NAAC. We have received overwhelming participation of more than 650 participants across 27 states and union territories of India. We have almost 50 participants from Jammu and Kashmir itself. and around 210 participants from Maharashtra. We had many eminent speakers in this 5 days workshop or a week-long workshop. The first keynote speaker was Dr. Prashant Maheshwari, Dean, Science and Technology, Rashtrasan Tukolji Maharaj, Nagpur University. He delivered a talk on professional scientific communication, a basic approach, wherein he explained various aspects of research metrics. The second day, we had Dr. S. Vaidya Subramaniam, Vice Chancellor of Shastra University, a true dynamic academic leader. His topic was academic leadership for quality enhancement, wherein he explained the various role of a leadership in academics, which is generally not taken into consideration. We had our next resource person as Dr. Smita Acharya, Director IQAC Rashtrasan Tukolji Maharaj, Nagpur University. She gave a lecture on practices of quality research in higher education institute in view of accreditation process. The next lecture was by Dr. Yogesh Sharma, Professor, Swami Shraddhanand College of University of Delhi, who explained the various aspects of National Education Policy 2020 and how it would inculcate a change in the educational scenario. Sir, today we are honored to have you over here, and we would like to listen to Dr. Devendra Kaude, sir, and each day feedback form was given, wherein we had taken the responses from all the 650 participants. So based on that, we'll be giving the e-certificates. So this program was basically, it was a successful because of the participation of such huge number of delegates and equally important and honorable speakers. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
I request Dr. Narendra Bamne, sir, Principal, Jhuleland Institute of Technology, to enlighten the audience with his thoughts.
Respected dignitaries on the days of the days. Very good afternoon. Chief guest of today's valedictory program, Dr. Devendra Kaude sir, Advisor, National Assessment and Accreditation Council NAAC, Director Technical of Institute, Sri Pramodji Pampadwar sir, Dr. Madhvi Vairavagade madam, Director HR and Admin, my colleague Dr. Debajit Bhaumik, Vice Principal and Convener of this program, all organizing team members, my head of the departments, dear faculty members and dear participants. At the outset, I would like to thank NAAC authorities, especially Dr. Devendra Kaude sir, for sponsoring this workshop. I take this opportunity, sir, to brief you about our institute, that is the Jhuleland Institute of Technology. Sir, the institute was established in 2008 and is run by Samriddhi Charitable Trust with Sri Maheshji Sadhwani as chairman and Sri Virendra Kukreja as secretary of the trust. We offer 5 undergraduate programs in engineering and 3 postgraduate programs in CSE, VLS and MBA. We have an RTMNU approved research center in ETC and the MBA department. JIT is accredited by NAAC with A+ grade. Well-planned academics is reflected through our excellent university result and number of students in the merit list. The institute takes care of 360-degree development of students and conduct variety of student-driven activities. The institute is well known for outreach and extension activities. We have in place student and staff welfare policies to look after their welfare. I am deeply involved in the NAAC accreditation process of the institute from last 10 years. I have seen smooth changes in this process and now can be used for effective development of any institute. Personally, I have used NAAC guidelines for overall development of our institute. Every aspect like curriculum enrichment through value-added programs, flexibility in the curriculum is well covered. Motivation is given to use various student-centric learning pedagogics and various IT-enabled teaching learning processes. Expected good infrastructure, research ambience, faculty development programs, and extension activities is well defined. Schemes for student progression and welfare are provided. Focus is given on decentralized and participative management. Importance of institute level best practices and distinctiveness is defined in NAAC and is based on practices are shared on their portal. So I am very thankful to the NAAC that a very something like a Bible or just like the Gita, a well documented process is provided by the NAAC for all the education institutes. Whatever the best practices, distinctive practices they have made available to the on the NAAC portable and excessively every time we are regularly using and all throughout the pan India, every institute is very grateful to you for providing this type of the best platform for the development of the all the institutes, not only engineering, all different type variety of the disciplines. As a whole, quality measures are ensured through the NAAC process via active role of IQAC. I am using NAAC process for constant development of the institute. Getting a grade or NAAC grade can be a byproduct of our efforts. I thank the NAAC authorities for providing such a good platform and mechanism for us. I am confident and sure that this workshop has covered all important quality aspects and will help you to understand the NAAC process. I sign off my speech with thanks to NAAC authorities, my management, staff members. Last but not least, thanks to all organizing team members and our participants for this workshop. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Narendra Bamle, sir. Now I request Dr. Madhvi Veragade, ma'am, Director HR and Admin, JIT, to illuminate the gathering with her words.
Thank you, Ashwini. A very good afternoon to all of you. Today's chief guest, Dr. Devendra Kawade, sir, Dr. Shri Pampatwa, sir, Dr. Bhavane, sir, Dr. Bhaumik, all the HODs present here, staff members and dear delegates. I extend a warm welcome to you on the occasion of this valedictory function workshop. We have organized this workshop. This is partly sponsored by NAAC, and we are very happy to have you here, have Dr. Kawade sir today here. Thank you so much, sir, for coming all the way from Bangalore. Sir has come all the way from Bangalore to attend this workshop now today. Recently, we all have worked for NAAC. We know how much work is required in NAAC, and many times we feel that it is a burden on us because we have to do teaching and so many things we are required to do, and along with that, so many documentation is required for NAAC purpose. But I think after attending this workshop, you must have realized the importance of maintaining quality in any education system. If we want to achieve holistic growth of students, then quality is the crux of it. It is a very important parameter which we must maintain, and the basic purpose of this workshop is to understand how to maintain this quality. And this also helps us why it is required and how it is required. It has covered, I think NAAC has covered every aspect of quality, right? From teaching learning process to R&D to governance of the institute, how the academic conduction can be done. Every aspect is very neatly covered in that. And if we follow it, then it is ultimately going to result in the holistic development of the students. I'm really thankful to you, sir, for giving us this opportunity to host this workshop, and we'll like to have many more such workshops in association with NAAC. Congratulations to the organizing committee, and thank you.
Thank you, Madhvi ma'am, for your inspiring speech. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce today's chief guest and keynote speaker, Dr. Devendra Kaude sir, an academician and an administrator, to top it all, owner of a magnificent personality. Our guest of honor is truly an icon to be followed. His contribution in education field is outstanding. I would like to share a few glimpses of his career. Currently, he is working as an advisor in NAAC Bangalore. He has also worked as Joint Secretary at University Grant Commission, UGC, New Delhi. He worked as a director, GS College of Commerce and Management, Nagpur. He is an international reviewer with quality assurance team for international review of the Southeastern University of Sri Lanka. He is a motivational speaker. He has completed two major research projects sanctioned by UGC and IIPM New Delhi. He has penned 6 books. He has published jaw-dropping 120 research papers in various national and international journals. He is in field of education from past 16 years. We are honored to have such a magnificent personality as a keynote speaker. Sir, I request you to take the charge of mic and guide us.
Namaste. There are lots of things actually. So I am forced to think from where to start. Lots of things कब होता है? Well, I will be speaking on English. English. Yes. English में Marathi Hindi. Okay. I know that crowd is there in on online also. Majority will be volume. It will be a very general talk based on observation and my experience. I generally, wherever I go, where I find that the institution is up to the mark, and this is more up to the above average. So if it is like that, so there is no reason to talk all gyan ki baatein. It should be sharing of experience. What I saw, that I will be sharing. So respected Pampatwarji, the most addressed person here and the most devoted, I'm blessed to be here. A person like him. Okay. Namaste. Hi. Achha. Yes. What I came to know generally, whenever we travel with the institution people, we take the information from whomsoever we are traveling to know the nitty-gritties of the institution, and the way your Bhaumikji has defined about the institution is at par. And I was surprised when he was talking about the institution half an hour. All good. Management all good. Well, बिल्कुल, I should see how it is good, and it is fact. Is what he was talking was, he is not exaggerating. It is the fact what I have seen it, and we can judge the people by experience. Even though you have the experience, whatever you visit, you can also judge it. So by my experience of visiting several institutions, we can judge the way the people behave, the way they run the institution, the way the faculty members interact, the way the students interact, and here all good things are there. So good starting from that Sanjana, that girl who showed me, okay, 5 minutes campus, it's okay, campus tour. Feeling was there in my subconscious mind. संजना बेटा एवढे मनात कशाला फिरवता रे बघ मला थोडं घेऊन not the right time, पण ती खूप ambitious होती. That's a good thing. This good approach means the students should also feel it from inside. दिल से वाला चक्कर, तो दिल से वाला चक्कर I have seen in the faces. Though they might be trained or though they might have been provided or assigned that duties whatsoever, but we can read the faces. And I was reading the faces. The faces were showing that they too are passionate about this institution where they are studying, and they want to talk much more about the institution. That is the thing. What I found in that Students Development Council also, that boy Ashish, Ashish is how? Aditya. Huh? Aditya. So he was also talking very nicely about, though it was a limited time. I felt that more time should be spent with the students, because to know what they think, to know what about the, I mean the culture, the way, the process, the things are being taught in this institution, that matters, because anyhow the student matters, anyhow the outcome matters. That is the only mantra, and the efforts which you people are taking, efforts which this management is taking, is really marvelous. Your Bhavane sir, principal, is at par. वो बोलते हैं कि I will not leave this institution now. He is so devoted. He has left the government job. He has explained about his past. So devotion is not because of something else. Devotion is because of the passion the management has, the teachers has, the you people has, the student has, to make a difference in the society. That makes a real sense. Okay. So overall, in this quality aspect, what is the title? Comprehending quality aspect. अच्छा title भी अच्छा. I was forced to think about or search this meaning of the word comprehending. मतलब ये क्या word लाया इसलिए comprehending. So he has thought a good concept, comprehending. That's an interesting one. This means it should be related what he is being narrating in this title, and all the speakers which he has invited also, and what they have shared their experience or their in their session is also exemplary, what I can read it. Now, related aspect about this overall. What I learned more about this, yes, of course, I forgot to name Nikita. Nikita nahi, Nikita ही है ना? Nikita, Bhagavad Gita वाली, कहाँ गई वो? Wow. I think so. She has a special, she is a special affection for that particular area. So what you are like that dressed or something is good. This is a lesson for the youngsters. They should give a you have a knowledge also, and really this Bhagavad Gita, I am thankful Pampatwarji, two very divine books what he has given. Though I have already have but a small version, I will go through it. Your Kukurejaji also has given in me last week. I was in Dayanand there. He shared me one book. Just I was narrating the same to him on phone also. So he shared me one book called. He said this is तीसरी आँख. ऐसा वो कुछ narrate किया था उन्होंने. So I said I am really blessed, Mahesh ji, you have just arrived, though I have not interacted with you much, but he has already explained me many of the things about this. So it's very good. And what your Vairagadi madam, I think I am right. No? Yeah, Madhuri ji, right time entry, बहुत अच्छा है, बिल्कुल सही समय पे. That shows the devotion towards the system. That shows the devotion. Yes, I should be there. Anyhow, whatever the reason might be. But this makes a difference. See, when the management, when the authority are so devoted, when they are so serious about the business, then the down to line people automatically become serious. I asked many things about this institution today. I about the salary structure, I asked about the fee structure, I asked several things. So he narrated to much extent. Fantastic. Means this is an at par institution. I am serious. This is at par institution. आप lucky हैं. Probably you might have joined 6 months or 1 year. because the management who doesn't take anything from the institution since the inception, 13 years ho gaya kehte hain, and they have not taken a pie from this institution, means they have a different thought process. The thought process is to make a difference in the society, and several other aspects might be there, but this makes a sense. There are very less private institutions. Bhavani, I think the Pampatwar sir was sharing with some figure. I will share with the exact figure of the private institution. There are 78.6% of the private institutions in our country. 78.6% means run by private sanstha's. Out of that, 13.4% of the such institutions are there which are private affiliated college, but they are granted 13.4. But majority, that is 65.2% of the institution are which are totally private, just like. And almost 66.3% of the student, overall student, study in that institution. So we were just having that interaction. So he was stating that when so much of intake is there in the private institution, the government should be seriously thinking about. Yes, it is thinking. So what NEP also doesn't have any discrimination in the private and the government institution. They have talked about higher education system overall, and this is a very big institution. It means very big number. I mean, this number is very big. I will share with you the figure itself. It means 78.6% of the institution, if we talk about, it's almost, we have 55,165 number of institutions spread across 29 states and 7 union territories, what Indrani madam was stating in her talk. Means there are 1,043 number of universities, some 11,779 number of standalone institutions, 42,343 colleges. If we total it, it is around 55,165 number of institutions spread across 29 states and 7 union territories. इसमें से 78.6% are privately managed. अब वो 66.3% of the students means out of which there are 38.5 million students, बहुत बड़ा है. Means our student population, ये जो बच्चों की population is very big with us. 38 point means almost 4 crores. This population is bigger than the population of the countries like Canada and Australia. Canada का population is 3.5 crore है. I think so. Australia का 25.4. means 2.4 crore. हमारा 4 crores of students population है. So this is an asset which can bring a revolution. So it depends upon us. Now odds and there will be issues. There will be odds because it's a big system with us. But instead of odds, when such type of institution, when the institution like this, I bet I will, and I promise also, I will quote the example of this institution in various other sessions of mine and all. Then instead of all odds, this is, I think, so very in the interior from the main road. 5 kilometers. 5, yes. It's not easily approachable, but still you are making a difference with instead of all odds. This is really appreciable. And that difference I can see in the faces also. It's not just management right here to samne. It's not that. I can read the faces easily. So you are also passionate of too. Whatever the limit, I will tell you. When he asked me the CV, brief CV though, I usually don't give. There is a reason. Because the CV में generally लोगों को interest नहीं होता है. And there should be no interest in CV also. Karma means what she is talking about. What the man does and how he speaks or whatsoever, it depends upon that. So why I am relating that? This academic career, paper publication, projects, books publication, all that should be there. It is related with the academic growth. Of course, it has to be. SNE, I don't deny it because VGC wants and all that. But the betterment, the better thing and the best thing is related to how you are making a difference in your career by devoting yourself towards the, for example, if you are teaching, if you are doing research towards your duties, that matters a lot. If every person, specifically faculty, I have not shared with you figure, this faculty in this 55,165 number of institutions, there are around 15,03,165 faculties. Itna bada chunk hai, the people like. Then these faculties itself think that what their duties are. Okay, in addition to teaching learning process, that is the core part, I understand. But in addition to that, career of the student, duties mein kya aayega? Your career of the student matters. Means if you are able to build the career of the student, means usse bada khushi hai hi nahi. If you are interested in research, if you are able to do some difference in research, say for example, Bhaumik ji provides consultancy and consultancy to various institutions or the government bodies and like that. Many of you people might be doing, but because I have interacted with him, so I came to know all these things. You might be also doing, you might be also involved into it. If you are at par in your case, in your business, in your specialty, something better to make a difference in the society, means that makes a difference. So that automatically gets attached to your CV and all that. We should keep on updating it from the point of view two things. Number one is your own growth. Number two is your institution growth also. And of course, society comes. Society matters a lot. You know, in our criteria, if we talk about 7 criteria, you have already faced it. I appreciate and congratulate for all of you to have a good grade and will be reassessment. See, when I came to know all these things, I was having some plus minus so many questions. But here it is true that what you have got it, you really deserve. That is it. Now, when we are in this stage, so what happens? Example, in our house, if our boy, our kid, our child scores some 60% or 70% in 10th standard, 10th because that score counts. So what we expect in 12th, you expect, your whole family expects, his or her friends expect, the society expects. The same is now expectation from you also. So your expectations from the society has increased. Otherwise, यह तो फिर आना ही नहीं था, अब आया तो it will increase. And you deserve also. You deserve. The expectation increase. Now you have to work more harder that you should be the best in the city. You should be the best in the city. Then next step should be the best in the state and the country likewise. Okay, so your target keeps on increasing. And once that, and remember one thing, even though this is addressed to a newcomer and old comer, both the people. The newcomer may be having a salary, whatever, 20, 30, 40. The old, maybe whatever good salary. So any sort of, but you are a faculty. Once you come into this job, and once you are in a good institution, you are being identified by the institution. Okay. So suppose Devendra Kavade was working in this GS college also before 10 years or. So probably few people were knowing me because I was a researcher. I used to do research and all that. I used to give presentation, but was not limited. Now I am being identified by the name of institution, not by Devendra Kavade. So you will be known by JIT in the future. So the institution rises with the help of the stakeholders, with the help of the teachers, and the teacher rises with the help of the institution. So it's always a give and take for it. Okay, so this matters a lot. We should always keep it in mind when we work for them. When I was in that institution, I used to work totally devoted. The same I am carrying, the same, you can call it as legacy I am carrying in my institution where I am working at present. I have taken and borrowed from my parent organization where I used to work. Now there is nothing related with me. But वहाँ पर भी 12, 14, 12, 14 hours I used to work. Here also I am working 14 hours. The same thing. The culture and the habit doesn't change. Okay, because you are working for the institution, the institution brings you up. This we should never forget. That institution only had brought me up. Whatsoever I am here, I give the credit to that organization only where I used to work. This all matters. Why I am sharing you all these things? Because in criteria number 6, governance, leadership, and management, these all things matters. Okay, and this is always a give and take relationship, obviously. Now, when we talk about yours is an affiliated college, there's now the comes and autonomous. Affiliated has autonomous के फायदे बहुत हैं. Okay, work increases, but I will tell you what is the benefit of autonomous in nutshell, and what is the benefit of working in a good institution, and of course, few students are there studying in a good institution. See, when I was director of business management, that department or college or institution, I tried to call, before 8 to 9 years back, I tried to call one of the professor from IIM. I tried to call it for some function. ऐसा ही कुछ session वगैरह था, कुछ function था. I tried to arrange it. But that fellow, whosoever XYZ, did not bother to reply. Email reply नहीं करता था, call reply नहीं करता. I was forced to think why it is happening. The reason was because, see, when they are IM is like this. So they are prestigious by many means. So they probably will not, because that faculty doesn't matter. That because he was from IM, that matters. So that makes a difference. So mean to say, when you are in that position, when your institution in that position, so your value also increases. So your value will be increased when your institution comes. And this one more feather, that autonomous feather has to be now attached with you because you are already graded with a good grade. So you should now go for autonomy because autonomy makes a difference in case of curriculum design and development. When you are going with such several innovative methods, what Bhavneji was explaining to me, when you have already taken such step, why don't you proceed with an autonomy? NEP also has suggested in many ways that the institution should go for an autonomy. So you should also try for that. You will get it easily. Autonomy में सबसे बड़ा you will get advantage is that you can design and develop your syllabus as per the surrounding. I asked him where from the crowd you have specifically the student. So he said that from so and so region. So the need of that area, and accordingly, if you design and develop the syllabus program courses that will benefit them, then in what will be the benefit for the stakeholder of the students? The movement from the rural area to urban or from urban to semi-urban to urban means from for example the people might be moving from Koradi to Nagpur or Nagpur to Pune and Pune to Mumbai. Likewise they people travel because to extract the opportunity. See, if they are able to get the opportunity here, if they are able to develop their career, if they are able to get a good earning here by any means, by the means of business, by the means of any sort of, say, if they are involved in farming or service or whatsoever, then they will not move. So that will help. That will help our economy to be stronger. There are various views. So many things are there which I would like to share of the things. Why I am talking you all related with all this aspect, because our present government also focuses on inclusive development. You know, this budget which has come in the February, they have pumped the money like anything in some 6 core areas that you might be knowing, the economic people might be knowing, that Prime Minister Gati Shakti, then inclusive development, okay, in the case of sunrise opportunities, likewise some things are there. One of the very important energy transition and climate action and financing of investment. So when they talk about this, Prime Minister Gati Shakti is the area based on that roads, rail ports, I think so, waterways, warehouse infrastructure, likewise. Means our focus should be on that area which is core now. Means that you will have a privilege after becoming an autonomy to design and develop the syllabus into that area. Maximum focus, almost 28,000 crores rupees are being focused on or pushed in productively incentive schemes, specifically in solar modules, energy transition. Here the money is being pushed like. The Prime Minister talks about green revolution, means 2-3 areas where the changes will be enormous in our country. There will be a green revolution in that energy transition. Then there will be hard and software infrastructure. There will be too much of money will be pumped. And then healthcare center. Healthcare center, it's not related with us directly, but at least these 2 areas if we focus on, there can be enormous, it means you will get a tremendous opportunity to your students in respect of career development. So autonomy is essential because it is related with the design and development of syllabus. Okay, you got the point. Means I am talking about future vision. Then second comes your teaching, learning and evaluation and all that. This is something which you are already doing very nice. But our focus should be on that whether it is, okay, we talk about in NAAC or in AICT also it is we talked about that how many ICT related classroom, seminar halls and all that. We think that what about after teaching learning concept happens in that institution in the class, whether it is really goes into the depth of the heart or in the bottom of the heart of that particular student that matters. One line is there, if you tell, probably if you tell, I will forget. If you show me, I will remember. If you involve, I will understand. This is related to the teaching learning process. So we have to see that in that concept teaching learning process, we should involve our students so that, and I have seen this involvement is already there. So no need of jata bhashanbaji in that regard. You are already doing a good business. Third comes research, innovation and extension. This is very important. You people are doing a good job in that aspect also. But one thing I would like to make it clear. See why I related with my CV and all that. When we talk about some publication projects related with the research, wherever a good culture like this is there, good culture I am talking about, sense of belongingness is there. Okay. When this thing is there with us in the subconscious mind, so whatever paper we write, whatever research we do, we should see that that should anyhow benefit to the society. किसी न किसी रूप में उसने सोसाइटी में बेनिफिट हो रहा है कि नहीं, ये दिमाग में रख के काम करना। सिर्फ नंबर ऑफ पेपर्स बढ़ाते जाओ, पब्लिकेशन बढ़ाते जाओ, कोई कॉपी पेस्ट कर रहा है, ये कर रहा है, वो आपको मालूम है क्या? That we should try to avoid it. Even in case of projects also, which the students do. महेश जी, एक आप ऐसा कर सकते हैं कंफर्टेबल सर कि इश्यूज इन द सोसाइटी से नंबर ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स की लिस्ट एचओडीज को ये टारगेट दिया जाए स्टूडेंट्स के थ्रू, ये इश्यूज है, ऐसे लिस्ट है। अब वो कौन कौन से डिपार्टमेंट से रिलेटेड है उसको बाइफरकेट कर दीजिए, अब इस पे प्रोजेक्ट करिए। तो इसका फिर आउटकम क्या होएगा? वो आउटकम सोसाइटी को बेनिफिट हो किसी न किसी रूप। ये भले आपके पेपर में हो सकता है, ये आपके रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट में हो सकता है, ये आपकी इवन पीएचडी थीसिस का भी पार्ट हो सकता है। जो ऑलरेडी हुआ वाला काम है, सिर्फ शहर बदल के वो नाम लगा के वो दूसरा कुछ कर लेते, वो थोड़ा सा अवॉइड करना चाहिए बने तक। एक मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर वो मैंने वो फीलिंग देखी, ये हर कोई नहीं कर सकता, थोड़ा सा करें लेकिन क्वालिटी वाला करें। देखो क्वालिटी बहुत अच्छा शब्द है। अब हम खाने के लिए कहीं जाते हैं, हम देखते हैं ऐसे होटल में जाएं जहाँ पर बहुत अच्छा एम्बियंस हो, क्वालिटी, जहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा आपका वो प्लेट में लाता है तो वो भी क्वालिटी है ना, फूड की टेस्ट अच्छी हो, क्वालिटी। सब जगह हम क्वालिटी देखते हैं। अगर वो होटल में जाते हैं, पहनने को भी हम कपड़े लेते हैं क्वालिटी, तो क्वालिटी इज इन आवर ब्लड बेसिकली। तो इसी तरह की क्वालिटी हमारे अगर पेपर्स में, पब्लिकेशन में, अगर आउटकम्स में हो जाए तो मिरेकल्स नहीं होएगा क्या? वी कैन सॉल्व द इश्यूज इन द सोसाइटी। शुरुआत तो भी होनी चाहिए, ऑलरेडी आप लोग कर रहे होंगे थोड़ा थोड़ा, उसको बड़े पैमाने पे करना चाहिए। तो मैक्सिमम पुशअप शुड बी देयर फ्रॉम योर साइड, देन ओनली देयर कैन। नहीं तो फिर क्या होता है, एक मुझे याद आया, यूनेस्को का कंसेप्ट है। यूनेस्को सेज देयर आर 4 एरियाज ऑफ क्वालिटी इंप्रूवमेंट। नंबर 1 इज व्हाट लर्नर्स वांट। उसके पीछे एक छोटी स्टोरी में बताऊंगा, बड़ी फनी है। व्हाट लर्नर्स वांट। सेकेंड इज process that supports quality, okay, quality content, quality learning environment, outcome। ऐसे 5 कंसेप्ट है यूनिवर्सिटी। और उसी बेस पे अगर हम हमारे 7 क्राइटेरिया को डिवाइड करें तो यू विल फाइंड इट इज ऑल रिलेटेड। क्वालिटी कंटेंट से रिलेटेड फनी एग्जांपल देता हूँ, फनी है, और सम इंस्टीट्यूशंस मे बी मूविंग अहेड विद दैट कंसेप्ट। एक वेळा काय झालं, ड्रॉइंग रूम मध्ये आय वॉज जस्ट रायटिंग सम आर्टिकल, काहीतरी लिहित होतो आणि मला एक बाहेरून आवाज आली, 100 रुपयामध्ये आयुष्यभर बसून खा। 100 रुपयामध्ये आयुष्यभर बसून खा। तुम्ही काही ऐकलं असेल, हे नाही ऐकलं असेल तर 100 रुपयामध्ये आयुष्यभर बसून खा। तर मी फार म्हणजे दुपारचं वेळ होतं. I came out of my house and in the balcony I saw, and like me there are several few of the people who just came out of the balcony to see what he is selling. काय बघितलं, तो पठ्ठा लाकडीचे बसायचे पाठा विकत होता। 100 रुपयामध्ये आयुष्यभर बसून हा असं जोराजोराने बोलायचा आणि लोक बाहेर येऊन बघायचे, सगळे लोक असेच करायचे। लाकड़ी के म्हणजे बैठने के, जो कोई यूट्यूब में होगा, लकड़ी के बैठने के पट्टे बेच रहा था। नाउ व्हाई आई कोटेड दिस, many of the some marketing management is, I think the department is there, this is very good philosophy related to marketing, but it can be compared with the institution who sell their products like this, unfortunately, who sell their products like this, that is the wrong thing. And in many of our markets, you find such type of things are happening. We have to expose them by some or the other means as a cultured, as a spirited institution, as something where we have the devotion within. So this can make a difference. This is related with the quality content. Now, if we talk about infrastructure and learning resource, इसके बारे में भी एक line बोलूँगा that is so important. Everybody should follow. Now, infrastructure and learning resources is already very good with you people. It's very nice. But something which is very essential that kids should also follow and the faculty members should also follow. And that is a place for everything and everything in its place. A place for everything and everything in its place. How it is interesting, if we, example, from here, from the institution, you go to your house at around 5 o'clock. आता तुम्ही घरी जाताना ते किल्ली जी आहे गाडीची किंवा कारची ते तुम्ही घरी ते की हँगर मध्ये न ठेवता ते कुठेतरी तुम्ही इकडे तिकडे ठेवले. कारण की तुम्ही घरी जाताना कोणी तुमचं प्राचार्य वगैरे तुम्हाला रागवले असेल, तसे ते प्राचार्य रागू नाही शकत, पण दुसरं कोणी असं एक उदाहरण समजून घ्या. तुम्ही कुठेतरी ही सो हंबल, ही सो गुड, सो आय सेड लाईक, and your management is also good to question नहीं पैदा होता. But still I am quoting it just an example. तर ते कुठेतरी तुम्ही तिथे ठेवली. पण सकाळी जेव्हा तुम्ही 8 वाजता तुम्हाला कॉलेजला जायचं आहे आणि यू हॅव स्टार्टेड 7:30 स्टार्ट करायचं, यू सॉ दॅट किल्ली इज नॉट देअर इन दॅट की हँगर. इकडे तिकडे शोधत आहे वगैरे वगैरे सगळं केलं. आता बीपी वाढून राहिला कारण की वेळ. तर काय होते, जर इफ यू आर मेल टीचर तर तुम्ही बायकोला शिकवाले, अरे कुठे आहे, इकडे तिकडे ठेवली. तो नॅचरली कोई नहीं मिला तो बच्चे. ठीक है, दिस इज द कॉमन थिंग इन एव्हरी हाऊस. आता ते 8 वाजायला 5 मिनिटं आहे, तुमचा मुलगा ते लहान कुठेतरी कारण की इट वॉज बिलो दी कॉट ते देतो, पण ऑलरेडी यू आर लेट. ठीक है, ए प्लेस फॉर एव्हरीथिंग एंड एव्हरीथिंग इन दिस प्लेस. Similarly is the concept with the other thing. For example, in case of kids, इधर बच्चे बहुत अच्छे हैं, मुझे तो कहीं कचरा दिखा ही नहीं, फिर भी एक कोट करते हैं कि if they eat the chips from the chips packet and instead of keeping throwing that chips packet, empty chips packet in the dustbin, they just keep it. Similarly, in case of that cup of the coffee and the tea, if the same thing is being done by many of the students, so what will happen? A place for everything and everything is placed. And in case of a teacher who goes for a teaching and he comes after teaching and being completed, वो अपने जहाँ पे स्टाफ रूम में आता है और जहाँ पर उसने बुक्स वगैरह कबर्ड में रखना है वहां ना रखते हुए if he keeps on the table and if it is the mess there, then what will happen? So in infrastructure and learning resource में this line is very essential for everybody to follow, and this can be followed in our general life also. A place for everything and everything is placed, because इधर गलती निकालने का मौका ही नहीं मिला मुझे, इसलिए मैं आया बीच में मुझे रुकना पड़ रहा है, क्योंकि इन केस इफ देयर इज ए all positivity is there, positive vibration is there, then there is a sense of belongingness. एक इंटरेस्ट आता है, बच्चों को आता है, टीचर को भी आता है वहां जाके पढ़ने. Remember one thing, if we have that positive vibration and positive notion and motivation in our premises, सुंदर स्वच्छ अगर रहा, इसलिए हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर भी बहुत ज्यादा जोर देते हैं स्वच्छता अभियान, then we will find ourselves interesting to come into the institution to teach, and students will also find themselves to study there. In fact, this also is related with the bathrooms specific. It should be very neat and clean. The thing what I have seen in the chairman's room, excellent. I think so. I expect the same is in the whole premises, nicely being made. Currently, premises मध्ये फिरताना समजून होते. It's very good. It has to be seriously maintained in our house also. ठीक है? So this is important mantra for infrastructure and learning resources. Governance, leadership and management तो कोई question ही नहीं. यहाँ पे it's a very good concept. Decentralization should be adopted and everything is fine. Last one, student support and progression. I have already spoken about that career of the student. The student's career is related with 2-3 aspects. A is placement. Many of the institutions only focus on placement. Please see that in addition to the placement, there are other areas also. They might be interested in their family business. They might be interested in doing or starting their own business. They might be interested in continuing with the farming also. Okay. So we have to just motivate and push them wherever that interest, that boy or girl's interest is, and see that his or her career is being developed. If we are able to do this, we will find that goodwill of our institution keeps on increasing. You might be already doing it. Probably you can spread this message whenever you go to deliver a session like this, some other places. It is important because, friends, out of this 38.5 billions of students, SOCM says only 10% of the students are employable, 10% of general category, 25% of professional, means engineers and all that. Means rest of the student, they go with the destiny. This remains a question mark. We can change it. At least if we can start it, the people will tell. People should spread a message. अरे वो JIT में जा, you will find a difference there. वो JIT का बच्चा अगर बाहर जाके बोलता है, yes, my institution has taught me something, so I am something in my career. What you have done, come out with a hall of fame and all that. It should be big in number. It should not be limited. It should be very big. So, and this all depends upon the teachers and the students also. बहुत सारा है बच्चों के लिए तो एक सेपरेट सेशन हो सकता है to inspire them. That's a different story. Then alumni, you already have a good association that you are doing a good job. Criteria number 7 जो होता है institution values and best practices. What Bhavani ji was explaining, you and even Bhavani ji has also shared that you are already working for the society at large. I will tell you, rather it may be best practices के नाम पे you are giving this. What he said that we don't give flower bouquet. मैं बोला बहुत ही अच्छा, ये तो best है. Flower bouquet क्या होता है? After 1 hour it. So you give a bouquet, you give a book, and you have already done this in case of PRT member. He was saying that they were not able to carry so much of huge books were there. All the departments are given. It's a good thing. It's really appreciable because true knowledge is with these books only, rather than bouquet. And this can be implemented in various ways. Now, other best practices, for example, you might be having a group of students in NSS, NCC, and various other bodies. So हमारे इसमें metric भी है. You people might be doing a good job on that part because what Bhavani ji said that through your NAAC process and through your guidelines we have entirely changed our institution, and that is very good, really appreciable. Now, if we talk about this criteria number 7 और उसमें भी ये best practices की अगर हम बात करें through the group of the NSS and NCC students, or you can come out with a group of students who may go with a social aspect. काय असते समाजासाठी समाजाबद्दल विचार करण्याची आणि ते विचार क्षमता मुलांमध्ये मुलींमध्ये आतापासून चाबी भरण्याची, we will call it as ignite. In order to ignite that is essential, and actually this should start from school days only, but our limitations from college, so we should at least move ahead from wherever we have started rather than just talking about all problems and issues. Okay, कसं असते. Example, if you find there are so many issues. For example, I have found that flyover here. It's a new flyover, it's okay, but there might be some old flyover. I'm talking about one example of a problem. If you find some shrubs coming out of that flyover or some government building, shrubs means ते छोटे छोटे झाड निघतात ना ते भिंतीपासून आणि ते आपल्याला माहित आहे की आफ्टर सम टाइम इट विल येस तर हे आपल्याला समजते पण आपण काही नाही करू शकत कारण की वी हॅव अ लिमिटेशन. Individually you have a limitation, remember. Collectively you don't have a limitation. So here is a collective power in this organization that I am telling. With this collective power you can make a difference. कसं करायचं? You can form a group of the students through NSS, NCC or anything. You can name any of the group, and you can have a tie-up with the local bodies, corporation. Already had. रोट्रॅक तुम्ही बोलत होते रोट्रॅक मध्ये पण याला अग्रेसिव्हली करायची आता. तर असे जे प्रॉब्लेम्स आहे काय करायचं यू गो विथ दॅट कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट अँड ऑल दॅट अँड ट्राय टू रिमूव्ह दॅट विथ दॅट ग्रुप ऑफ स्टुडंट. आता हाऊ दिस ग्रुप ऑफ स्टुडंट गेट इन्वॉल्व आय विल टेल यू. मनापासून झालं पाहिजे. जैसे ये बच्ची निकिता शी स्पोक द थिंग्स बाय थ्रू द बॉटम ऑफ द हार्ट अबाउट दैट भगवद गीता बिकॉज शी इज इन्वॉल्व. ऐसे पुष्कळ बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे ही होंगे आपके यहाँ दिखते भी हैं. इट्स वेरी गुड. Now, how it can be done, and we should carry the weakness of the human nature. सब लोग एक जैसे रहते हैं, छोटे हो कि बड़े हो, कैसे जैसे हम कोई इवेंट करते हैं, हम इवेंट करने के बाद कोई फंक्शन में जाते हैं, शादी ब्याह में जाते हैं, तो हम क्या करते हैं, अपनी उसको फोटो, अपन अच्छे दिखते हैं, स्मार्ट सुंदर, फेसबुक में लगाते हैं। फेसबुक में लगाने के बाद हम देखते हैं हमको कितने लाइक में, और बड़ा खुशी। फिर उसके बाद फिर से ऐसा कंटिन्यूस, इसलिए तो फेसबुक खप रहा है ना। फेसबुक इसलिए चल रहा है। आपको एक मार्केटिंग का फंडा बताऊं, व्हेन एनीथिंग इज फ्री मींस यू आर ए प्रोडक्ट। एग्जैक्ट, शाबाश, ये तो बड़ा अच्छा है यार। सो ठीक है, वो अब वो ऐसा करते होंगे, वी आर प्रोडक्ट, बट वी शुड यूटिलाइज एज अ ग्रुप, वी शुड यूटिलाइज। सिमिलरली इज द केस ऑफ व्हाट्सएप एंड ऑल दैट, हम अपना वो प्रोफाइल फोटो वगैरह, यू अंडरस्टैंड। तो दिस इज अ वीकनेस विद एवरीबॉडी। तो ये बच्चों के साथ तो और ज्यादा रहता है, दे वांट टू बी इन अ फील्ड। ओके, तो हमने उस चीज को, वीकनेस को इनकैश करना है कि we whenever we do such type of activity in Rotaract and all that through any sort of group, we have to put it in YouTube वगैरह सब जगह लगाना। व्हाट्सएप में भेजो, इंस्टाग्राम बच्चों में बहुत चलता है आजकल, तो वहां लगाओ, ताकि वो we get publicized. When they get publicized, when they get motivated for that social work, फिर वो अंदर से आ जातं. It will be in their blood. पांपटवर साहेब तुम्ही सगळं त्याग करून, किंवा महेशजी तुम्ही सगळं त्याग करून इथे बसलेली आहे. The same thing should be from them when they develop themselves in their career. When such type of thing happen ना, एक रिवॉल्यूशन आएगा, 100% आएगा. एटलीस्ट नहीं कोई कर रहा तो हमने करना चाहिए, and the people should take this message and try to do from. And such type of issues there are n number. ढूंढ के निकालो, मैं बता रहा हूँ ना, एक लिस्ट ही बनाना, रिसर्च पेपर, प्रोजेक्ट और समाज कार्य, रोटरी क्लब, सब उसी में ही खुद को डिवोट होना चाहिए. एंड एडवर्टाइज लाइक एनीथिंग, एटलीस्ट वी शुड लर्न फ्रॉम आवर नरेंद्र मोदी, our prime minister. We should learn all these things, we should learn. Unless we people know how, जब तक पता नहीं रहेगा लोगों को तो उसने काम क्या किया, ये कैसे होगा. तो इट शुड बी एडवर्टाइज, इट शुड पेपर में एडवर्टाइज वगैरह. ये सोशल मीडिया वाला कंसेप्ट वर्क्स वेरी नाइस. एक टीम ही होनी चाहिए उसके पीछे, फुल फ्लेज, ताकि वो मोटिवेशन मिलता रहे. वो बच्चा कहीं उसके कोई रिश्तेदार देख, अरे तुमने इतना अच्छा काम किया, उसको बहुत इंस्पायर महसूस होगा. वो बिना मतलब की तुम्हारे, मतलब बिना उसको लगेगा ही नहीं कि भाई मेरे को इसमें कुछ इंसेंटिव मिल रहा है, नहीं मिल रहा है. ही विल हिमसेल्फ ट्राई टू पुश द डिफरेंस. देयर इज अ नीड फॉर सच रिवॉल्यूशन. इवन इन केस ऑफ गवर्नमेंट बॉडीज एंड ऑल दैट, हम बातें करते हैं वहां ऐसा है, फलाना है, करप्शन जो भी है, तो उस चीज को दूर करने के लिए कांट वी टेक इनिशिएटिव. थोड़ा बहुत एक हफ्ते में एक 1 hour वी कैन फिक्स, 2 hour वी कैन फिक्स. ऑल दिस डिपार्टमेंट वी शुड एक्सपर्ट अवर. हो सकता है दे कैन बिल्ड देयर करियर इन दैट बिजनेस आल्सो, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So, ऐसे छोटे छोटे, there is one saying, what we do on a daily basis, even though imperfectly done, will bring far better result than what you do perfectly but on irregular basis. A little bit of daily will make a difference. थोड़ा daily होते जाए, तो there can be revolution in our country. Why so much of things I am sharing with you? Because it's an expectation increase. Expectation already increased. Next time I will come to, I want a much more, so many plus has happened with this institution. We should find it out. We should find it on our paper, in a website, and everywhere like this. This JIT, and JIT, it should be like that. Will you?
Yes, sir, sure.
So, 2 lines I will share at the end, and then I will stop here. So friends, if we want to be successful, you should have quantity of quality. And success does not mean a big house and lots of money or likewise. Success means becoming best version of yourself. Success means becoming best version of yourself. You all have a very extreme quality to become a best version of yourself. Whatever background you might be having, it doesn't matter at all. I'm telling you, there is one mantra which was time नहीं है, तो एक बड़ा quote मैं फ्रीडमैन का बोलता हूँ हर बार, लेकिन एक आखिरी का सेंटेंस से रिलेटेड है. Remember, PQ plus CQ is always greater than passion quotient plus curiosity quotient is always greater than intelligence quotient. Means PQ plus CQ is always greater than intelligence quotient. It is not essential that you should be intelligent. It is essential that you should be passionate of doing the things. You should be curious of doing the things, and you will find you are at par. You are at par. Take this message. I think so. There can be revolution from your side in this city itself, from starting from today. Thank you very much. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. I request Honorable Mr. Mahesh G. Sadhwani, sir, to felicitate our guest of honor with shawl and shrifer and memento. I now request Mr. Pramod Pampatwar, Director Technical, Julelal Institute of Technology, to inspire the audience with his words.
Good afternoon to all of you. Dignitaries on the dais, chief guest of the today's function, Dr. Devendra Kaude, chairman of our institution, Himayaji Sadhwani, principal, Dr. Bhavne, director, HR and admin, Madhi Garagade, vice principal and convener of this program, Dr. Devashish Bhaumik. First of all, I congratulate all the participants who have participated in large numbers in this program and have been benefited by the program. The sessions were excellent. I have attended 1 or 2 sessions of the program and my feedback was very good when I attended those because it was very useful for the upcoming researchers also, upcoming NAAC accredited institutions also, and other participants also. As our chief guest has already told us कि अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बढ़ गई है, तो A+ आने के बाद मेरे को लगता है हम भी चाहते हैं सर कि ये रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हम लेंगे और ये NAAC की जो प्रोसेस है ये हम हमारे एरिया के हर इंस्टीट्यूशन में पहुंचाने की कोशिश करेंगे. He has highlighted so many points कि अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कैसे बढ़ी है और कैसे अपन ये इंस्टीट्यूशंस को और ऊपर ले जा सकते हैं. So the points to be noted should be noted by the criteria in charges as per NAAC, and we should call him again when he comes again to our institution. He'll see a different type of institution, a different stature of our institution. I assure you, sir, we will always work on your guidelines and we'll try to make ourselves best in the area. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Dr. Indrani Das Sharma, ma'am, for further proceedings.
Can we have some quick feedbacks?
Good afternoon, all of you. Respected dignitaries on the dais and on the dais. I am Sandeep Kale from Electrical Engineering Department. Just I am give some feedback regarding my views, my perceptions regarding the workshop. So talking about the workshop, I just congratulate Bhaumik sir and Indrani madam with the team JIT for successful conduction of this workshop. So this workshop is very informative. Now, as the title said, comprehending So the meaning of comprehending, Kavade sir said that, what is the comprehending? So comprehending is nothing but समझना. सर मी म्हणू शकतो की खरंच आम्हाला ह्या वर्कशॉप मधून समजलेलं आहे. Because we have this NAAC process, accreditation process. You have to understand this. If you are talking about the contents, so really the contents are very good. Like an citations, if you know, many of the persons don't know how to calculate the citations. Many of the persons said that I have the journals, I have the papers in this course, Scopus or web science. But what about the citations? So from this particular workshop, we know how to calculate our citations, how to calculate H index. Then another part, we are saying about the accreditation process. So we have different roles as an individual. So from this workshop, we got some responsibilities. What are the roles of our as a faculty? And lastly, if I am talking about the NEP, so in this workshop also, we understood what is NEP. Nowadays, the things are restructured. So the schools and the higher educations are, the process are restructured. So we know the restructuredness from this program. And what is the good thing which I like in this workshop? That is nothing but this today's valedictory function. Sir, really हे valedictory function जे offline झालं त्यामुळे really I appreciate all the team की तुमच्यामुळे आम्हाला ऐकायला मिळालं आणि भेटायला मिळालं तुम्हाला. That is very good thing in this sector. So thank you very much. So from this, just I am giving one suggestion to all, that please organize this type of workshop in offline mode, because we can interact the persons, those who are teaching to us. So thank you, thank you.
Second feedback, please.
At the outset, respected dignitaries, request for today's function. Chairman sir, all the directors, sir, vice principal sir, and all my colleagues, I would like to congratulate management and all the team, Julilal Institute of Technology, for organizing this workshop that is comprehending the quality aspects in NAAC. Definitely it has helped us, and we have learned a lot to get in-depth knowledge about how we can improve further to achieve a better grade in the upcoming NAAC. As sir has told that we are now here, so definitely we have to move ahead out of here. Thank you, sir. We will like to appreciate your words regarding JIT, and definitely we will try to meet your expectation in future. Thank you.
Next feedback, please.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. Dignitaries on the desk. Dr. Devendra Kaudeji, who is a senior advisor in NAAC. Mr. Mahesh Sadhwani, sir, chairman of our Sanstha, Samriddhi Sarvajanik Charitable Trust. Pramod Pampatwar, sir, director technical of JIT. Dr. Madhu Veragade, ma'am, director HR and admin. Our principal, sir, Narendra Bhavne, sir, of our institute, and vice principal, sir, Dr. Debashish Bhome, convener of this program, and Dr. Indrani Das Sharma, she was the coordinator of this program. I really appreciate the efforts which they had taken to arrange this type of workshop for us. And rightly said by Sandeep Kade, sir, that this has to be arranged in offline mode. Sir, I would take your permission to speak in English, like what English like, because people will understand more, and I would get the words also for communicating in that way. So sir, जसं तुम्ही एक कथा सांगितली ना की how that person was selling marketing फंडा की पाठ तो विकत होता, मी एक छोटीशी एक कथा सांगतो, मराठीत सांगतो सर, की एक आनंद मेळावा असतो ना, आनंद मेळा होता है, मार्केटिंग वाला जो फंडा है, तो आनंद मेला में एक स्टॉल लगा हुआ था और उसमें लिखा था एक रुपया गाजर हलवा. So people was thinking that how can he sell a gajar halwa in 1 rupee? It is not possible. After making that halwa for क्या वस्तु त्याला लागतात जो चीजें उसको लगती है. So he has made a closed chamber and he used to take 1 rupee and send the person inside. When the person was coming outside, he was laughing and he was sending other person. Yes, please, you go and enjoy. So ऐसे 2-3 लोग गए, फिर बाहर आ रहे थे. And he collected huge amount of money because what was happening, the person who was coming out of that chamber was sending the other person inside, please go and have it. So one of the curious person went और उसने जब देखा वहां जाके तो उस बंदे ने क्या किया था कि एक गाजर वहां लटका के छोड़ दिया था और 1 रुपया लेता था और अंदर जाके वो मांगता था कि वेयर इज द गाजर हलवा. बोले ये यहाँ लटका है, आपल्याला हलवायचा आहे. 1 रुपया गाजर हलवा आणि था. So what that person, he was coming out and he was not telling कि मैंने गाजर हलवा खाया नहीं, but आप जाइए, आप देखिए, प्लीज एंजॉय. So that person has collected lots of money. अंदर जाइए, गाजर हिलाइए, बाहर आइए. That is the marketing funda, which one of that I was just remembered when you quoted that. Coming back to the program and giving the feedback. Giving the feedback means judging the people, and so many eminent personalities have given the sessions. So who am I to judge them? Actually, I am a faculty here in mechanical engineering, and I'm also a teacher. They're bigger teacher than me. And what today you told us, the things that you have told us to get it, we are very enlightened. What sir has spoken about, yes, because we got A plus. We will try for A plus plus. But अभी A plus मिलने के बाद हमको लगा कि yes, we have achieved the feat. कुछ तो भी हमने अचीव किया है, जो हमने किया है, और मेहनत सबकी है. और एक सेशन आई रिमेम्बर विद्या सुब्रमण्यम सर ने जो लीडरशिप पे सेशन दिया था. तो ऑल द लीडर्स आर सिटिंग हियर एंड हाउ दे पैम्पर अस, आई वुड से पैम्पर अस, क्योंकि गुलशन सर, जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया था ना सर, तो गुलशन सर ने बोला था कि सागवानी सर कॉलेज की माँ है. ठीक है, गुलशन सर ने मेरे को बोला था कि JIT इज द चाइल्ड ऑफ साधवानी सर, और साधवानी सर फादर नहीं है, साधवानी सर मदर है. सो मदर का अफेक्शन फादर का भी होता है, मेरा भी है, लेकिन जो मदर का अफेक्शन होता है दैट इज डिफरेंट, जिसमें ममता हम बोलते हैं. तो सर की जो ममता है, माधवी मैडम की तो है ही, शी इज अ लेडी, नो डाउट, बट जो साधवानी सर की ममता है दैट इज डिफरेंट, बिकॉज वी ऑल आर वर्किंग इन NAAC and it is our efforts and management effort that we are now flying with different colors in the seventh cloud, जिसको हम बोलते हैं सातवें आसमान पे. So it was his efforts and all the management effort that we are now having the A plus grade. आज मैं actually सर बैच भूल गया हूँ, because हमारे पास ना बैच भी है, हमने A plus के बैच बनाया है. किसी के पास होगा तो आप सर को दिखा सकते हैं कि हम वो बैच लगा के घूमते हैं. We are having a badge and we are A plus. ठीक है. So yes sir, sir is also having. So the program was very nicely say formulated, I can say. बहुत अच्छे से अरेंज हुआ. और सर ऑनलाइन में था तो फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग बहुत बार मैंने सुना नहीं, क्योंकि हम ऑनलाइन का जो है कल्चर की हम शुरू कर देते हैं, थोड़ा सा सुनते हैं, फिर कुछ काम आ जाता है. कॉलेज में भी काम थे और बाहर भी, तो सर हमको प्रोवाइड करने वाले वीडियो, तो हम डेफिनेटली वो पूरे देखेंगे. एंड ये प्रोग्राम में जब भी कुछ भी सुना था तो तब हमको लगा कि हमने इतना सारा काम किया, फिर भी इतना बाकी है, फिर भी इतना सारा बाकी है. तो ये जो बाकी काम है वो हम करेंगे अभी. और नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू विल कम, सो आई विश कि हम A प्लस प्लस तो बोल रहे हैं, बट जो स्कोर हमारा 3.33 आया है, तो हम 3.5 तक रीच करने की कोशिश करेंगे, और उससे ज्यादा मिला तो बहुत अच्छी बात.
ये कुछ स्ट्राइक हुआ, सफल है ना? नाम भी बड़ा अच्छा है. स्ट्राइक इसलिए हुआ, ठीक है, ये अप्रिशिएटेड मैनेजमेंट, ठीक है, दैट्स नॉट, वो नहीं. अच्छा क्या स्ट्राइक हुआ, एंड एवरीबॉडी शुड फॉलो. वो मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर है, उसने यहाँ कर रहा था, तो यहाँ पे he has reduced whatever, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, जो भी volume. He did not wait it for the other. This is the thing needed by everybody. इश्यूज आते हैं तो वी हैव टू नॉट वेट फॉर वो आएगा ये आएगा, तब देखना क्या डिफरेंस आता है। दिस इज एक्सपेक्टेड। प्लीज हम करेंगे ना, हम करेंगे ना, हमको देख के हमारे बच्चे भी करते, ये ध्यान रखना। मेरा बच्चा छोटा हो या बड़ा हो, वो मैं भूल गया था पॉइंट, बहुत जरूरी है। जैसे हम मोबाइल, बच्चे बहुत मोबाइल मोबाइल करते रहते हैं, हम बहुत गुस्सा करते हैं ना, हम ये भूल जाते हैं हमको ही देखिए, ठीक है। सेम वे बच्चे यहाँ पर भी वही है, बड़े बड़े हो जाएं, हम भी बुजुर्ग, कितना भी बुजुर्ग हो जाए, लेकिन सिर्फ मैच्योरिटी बढ़ती है, वो वैसे ही रहते हैं। तो वो देखा देखा देखी सीखते हैं। तो हम जो करते रहते हैं बच्चे वो ऑब्जर्व करते हैं। तो इंस्टीट्यूशन में आपके यहाँ बहुत अच्छा कल्चर है, इसी को, ये जो छोटी सी जो बात है, ऐसा हर कोई सिटीजन करे ना इंडिया में, तो देखिए क्या हो सकता है। हम वेट करते हैं दूसरे के करने का, कहीं गंदा हुआ वो वेट करते हैं वो आके साफ करेगा, अरे हम ही ने कर लेना चाहिए। तो ऐसा, तो ये मैसेज यहाँ से परकुलेट होना चाहिए। और एक लास्ट में वो सेंटेंस में बोलना, बहुत अच्छा सेंटेंस है, क्योंकि यहाँ वुमेन्स बहुत है और कितना फायदेमंद है मैडम बैरागढ़ी में। See, if men are successful, if men are successful, family prospers. But if women are successful, society prospers.
Thank you, sir. And thank.
Yes, sir, sure.
A very good afternoon to the respected dignitaries on the dais. Let me take this opportunity that I was thinking still function is incomplete, because as Indrani ma'am has summarized the sessions taken by all eminent academicians for last 4 days. But how it can be complete without summarizing today's session by such inspiring speech by Devendra Sarji? So let me share my observation about Sir's personality, because for last 4 days what we have learned, quality aspects of NAC process. But today what we have learned, quality aspects of a personality, how a leader should be. As Sir have addressed every single person he has come across or interacted. She may be a student like Sanjana, then Nikita ma'am, Indrani ma'am, Ashwini ma'am, and even last Sir didn't forget to address Safal sir with the personal name. It reflects a great or one of the supreme quality of a leader, to address the person with the name. That gives the connectivity, easy connectivity with the person. And second important thing, Sir has acknowledged every little contribution from Sanjana, how she made her to zoom around the campus with the e-card, and the inspirational speech shared by the Nikita ma'am. So this is again one of the supreme quality, to acknowledge every little contribution of the institute. So I think, sir, it is a good lesson to learn that how a personality should be. So thank you for the opportunity to share my observation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. And so thank you for illuminating this gathering with your such wise words. I'll be very honest, also because I'm very expressive, I couldn't resist myself from sitting there. So I was like asking her, can I please come and say the feedback? While like they were introducing you to us, there was this line that you're a motivational speaker. And I, being a motivational speaker, I was very curious to listen to you, like what you have to really say. But since it's like a formal gathering, but you explained to us in such an informal and friendly way that I think it becomes convincing to each one of us. And then you said something, education is true when the students are interacting with you. It has to be a two-way communication, which I totally believe in. I couldn't resist smiling as I was sitting and listening to you. Why I really liked what you said was you also quoted examples which were again very convincing to us. What you said that एक इंसान का curiosity question and passion question is always greater than intelligent question. वो एक ऐसा quote था which I hadn't heard of before, but it's going to stay with me for all my life. So thank you so much for your kind words. Really a motivation for all of us.
Thank you all. We are having certificate distribution. May I quickly call upon Dr. Sohir Gura for the part certificate? Everybody is going to get certificate, only few will be distributed right now. Next, Dr. Prasanna Lohe, Professor Reena Thakur, Professor Swapnil Rahandale, Professor Surya Khan, Professor Sakal Shambharkar, Professor Mahadev Mahajan, Professor Rohan Ingle, Dr. Vijay Upnikar, Dr. Swati Mahathir. Thank you. I hand over the mic to Ashwini ma'am.
An organization is a family, and every family needs a strong head. In Julelal Group of Institutions, this role is ably played by Shri Maheshji Sadhwani Sir, Chairman, Julelal Group of Institution. I request Shri Maheshji Sadhwani Sir to deliver the presidential speech for this gathering.
Thank you. Good afternoon, all. Today's chief guest of the program, respected Dr. Devendra Kavdeji, Senior Advisor to NAAC, Bangalore. Our Principal, Dr. Bhavane sir. Our Director Technical, Pramod Pampadaji, Director Admin and HR, Mrs. Madhvi Veragadji, our Vice Principal, Dr. Bhaumik ji, all the HODs, faculty members, non-teaching staff, and dear students, and all the participants. First of all, let me give big thanks to Senior Advisor of NAAC, Dr. Kavde sir, for assessing us with A+ grade. It is a proud moment, sir, and I must say, it is all because of this team. They have worked so hard, day and night, to achieve this A+ grade. I used to say, ठीक है, A+ नहीं मिलेगा तो ये तो मिल जाएगा. Madhvi, Dr. Bhavane sir, Mona, they used to come to me and say, no, we want A+. They were so committed, they were so clear in their mind, we don't want A. I said, A se bhi autonomy mil jayegi. They said no. They were clear in their mind, we want A+ only, right from the day one. So that was a dedication of all the staff members, teaching, non-teaching, students, everyone, all the stakeholders. So it is really a proud moment for us. सफल इस इंस्टीट्यूशन की एक माँ नहीं है, 10 माएँ हैं और बाकी इधर बैठी हैं. So yes, ये इंस्टीट्यूशन हमारा बच्चा ही है। और हम सब चाहते हैं कि आप सब लोग इसको उस ऊंचाई तक ले जाओ जहां लोगों को लगे कि यस, इस टीम ने जो पाया है वो कोई दूसरा नहीं पा सकेगा। एंड somebody was telling me कि हमारा जो स्कोर है वो महाराष्ट्र में नैक के स्कोर्स में 6th नंबर पे है। इज इट सो? इज इट ट्रू? दैट इज समथिंग ग्रेट फॉर अस। Sir has rightly said, now we have to look at the sky, right? And definitely, sir, we promise you that we will do wonders in future. Our team will do wonders in future. We will work hard to achieve many more heights. We are already on the way to have our autonomous status done. For that, we have started yesterday only. He was telling to appoint a consultant and what else. So, sir, we will definitely do good job in future. We'll work for the society, as you said. List out the problems in society. We must work hard, and we must work in this direction, as sir has said. List out the problems. What problems society is facing. We must work on it. We must have research papers on that so that society can be benefited. For industry, after getting autonomous status, not after, before that only, we will start synchronizing with the industry. We'll call industry people what exactly they want from our student for their employees. We will work on that. We will synchronize our institutions, syllabus, our curriculum with industry so that our students, our product should be industry ready. So we will work in that direction as well, sir. For other achievements, for NBA, also we will start working so that our college should be graded for other benefits of government, which we are not getting without an NBA. And I am confident about my team, our team rather. This is the best team of our college, sir. They have really done wonders. And there was a commitment in their heart that we have to get this A plus status. So all the management members are thankful to you all. Keep it going. Don't worry. We are always there with you. Thank you all. Good day.
Thank you, sir. Your words are truly inspiring. Any program is incomplete without thanking those who made the event possible. It is my pleasure to do this honor. I want to thank the organizing committee for making this event a success. Thank you, Dr. Devashish Bhaumik, sir, for being a source of inspiration. Special thanks to Dr. Narendra Bhavne, sir, for his valuable inputs. A huge thanks for constant support and guidance by Dr. Madhvi Vairagade, madam. Sincere thanks to Mr. Pramod Pampatwar, sir, for supporting us throughout the program. My humble thanks to Dr. Devendra Kaude, sir, for his valuable time and inspiring speech. I would also like to acknowledge my thanks to Mr. Mahesh G. Sadhwani, sir, for being a constant support and inspiration for us. Thank you, sir. I thank all the participants for being such a wonderful audience. Now I request all to stand up in honor of National Anthem.
Thank you. I request Dr. Bhavane to escort the dignitaries to management room. And we will have a brief round. Sir will take a brief round of the college. So all heads and the faculties are requested to go back to their department. The online participants who are there, thank you so much for being with us. And that is the end of the program. Thank you.
सर एंड गेम रुकना है क्या?
Dear participants, am I audible? Hello, am I audible? दिलीप को दे, दिलीप 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 So dear participants, this is the end of the program. You may leave the session. Thank you so much.
मैंने भी blood bags नहीं लिए,